going to share a hack I've got for these collapsible water canisters. You can get them from Academy. I'm sure there's other manufacturers that sell them. They're made from like a milk jug, high density polyethylene material. And my complaint is that the nozzle pours painfully slow, and there's a quick mod I'm going to show you how to make that will fix that. The other thing I haven't figured out is, if you look here, this is the one I've been using, and if I can get to show up on the camera, but they tear at the handle. So whoever designed this, there should be a fillet right here to relieve the strain, and so that's where they fail on me after a good amount of use, but not as much as you'd like. It'd be nice to find a glue that would stick to that and kind of relieve the strain. So my suggestion is don't carry it by this handle if you don't have to. So here, let me show you what I'm doing. I've already popped this one off because it's hard to do one-handed, but basically, taking a flat screwdriver and you put it under here and pry and alternate between both sides, you can pop this guy off. And if you notice, it's gross. For being new, I'm not sure if that's grease or what that is. But this is the brand new one I just pulled out of the box. Actually, that's really gross. So yeah, you may want to pop it up just to clean it. Those holes are rather small, and if you notice, there's much larger holes on the side for the water. Comes in through here, out the holes, and out the nozzle. So that I have found to be the gating factor. And if you'll see, here is the previous modified one. I've been using this for a while now. Basically, just stick an X-Acto knife in there and open that out. It's pretty easy to do. This is a soft plastic. If anything, it's easy to do too much. And it's like night and day. Whereas this out of the box will take like an hour to drain with gravity siphon. This one's 10 minutes or so. Just wanted to show you how I'm cutting these holes. I'm using just like a little hobby X-Acto knife. And what we want to do is we want it to look like this. If that's visible or not. But basically I've opened it, left the round part at the top, and then just brought that opening all the way down to the base here. The material's really soft, so it's pretty easy to cut too far. And you don't want to make the hole any wider because the mating half looks like this. It's got a notch like this, and when you turn to shut, those notches don't line up, and so it's closed. So if you cut it wider, you may have leakage. But so, like I said, it's pretty soft, and you can just cut straight down until you get to about the floor of that, and then you just kind of cut diagonal and cut those out. So once you've bound the cuts on the side here, you don't run the risk of cutting all the way through. It's pretty obvious when you get to the wall. Anyways, like I said, this has worked really well for me, and I'm too impatient to wait for the original little holes to drain. Since I'm filling a tank, I guess if you were using it to take a shower or wash your hands, you may want the slow flow, but I'm using it to transfer water. Okay, now once you get that done, it's just a matter of pressing it back in. You want to line the arrow up with this side, open or close. Yeah, I made that mistake once. And getting it back in is a little tricky. I usually know the heel of my palm here and my fingertips here so it doesn't break. Again, this is a soft plastic, and then it'll push through that little brad Yeah, and you want to make sure that seats all the way. Yep, so there you go.